the heart would have felt some sorrow and grief for the killing of so many poor animals. How are Muslims thinking this way? So I want to make this point clear. The minimum there is, how can there be Islam less than this? It's part of your membership in the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that you should care and cry for the people of Halab. And if you can do nothing on earth because you are completely powerless, then you have a duty at the least to raise your hand and make dua. Because the dua of the oppressed is mustajab. But imagine the condition of a Muslim who cannot bring himself to do that. Imagine the condition of a Muslim who wants to celebrate this. Imagine the condition that we have right now, that there is a Muslim country that is going to spend over $10 million decorating the largest Christmas tree so they can get on the Guinness Book of World Records. And there is a non-Muslim Christian country like Germany who is spending money to spend 900,000 blankets to the human beings of Halab. What does that tell you? Something, my brothers and sisters, is wrong with this picture. So now my goal here, of course, we are not living in that Muslim country, so we cannot go yell at that government. But my goal, my brothers and sisters, those who are listening today, please let us check our iman. One of the ways you will know you are part of the Ummah is that you care about the problems of the Ummah. That's how you know. In case you are wondering, am I a real Muslim or not? Answer very simple. If I'm from Bangladesh, do I care about Muslim problems in Burma or Syria or Somalia? Of course, it's assumed I care about Muslim problems in Bangladesh because that's where I'm from. If you are Somali, it's assumed you care about Somali problems. But do you care about the problems of our brothers who are Oromo? Do you care about what's happening in Yemen? See what I'm saying? This helps us understand, am I or am I not with the Muslims? This has to be clear in the minds of the Ummah. Part of being a member is we have to be sleepless when the rest of the body is hurting. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My brothers and sisters in Islam, because the war in Syria is so complex, people get confused. I don't know, there is Daesh, there is ISIS, there is Al-Qaeda, there are the Kurdis, there is the Free Syrian Army, there is Jabhat al-Nusra, there is the Asad Army, the Soviet Union, the Russia, America. It's very, very complex. I don't know what to do, what to think. And that's okay. Most of us don't have a master's degree in political science. I don't. There are things happening there that I don't understand. And that's okay, by the way. I don't have to understand everything. I'll give you a very simple concept, okay? One of the benefits of living in a country like America is we have access to people from every part of the world. It's not like that when I was in Bangladesh. Something happens in Syria, I don't personally know somebody from Syria. Okay? But in America, I do. Something happens in Somalia, something happens in Ethiopia, something happens in Azerbaijan. There are actually Muslims from there living here. So one of the techniques, I will make you a suggestion. Forget what the media is saying because oftentimes they lie. They're liars. But you know, nothing prevents you from going up to a Syrian brother you know and ask, hey, what's happening? Tell me what you think is happening. Because people begin with some assumptions and then they hold this assumption, say, no, I'm against this and I'm for that. Just ask the person. So I've never been to Somalia. When there is a Somali issue, I go ask my brothers, what do you think? And then they tell me, then that helps me make up my mind. It's a very simple concept. Okay? But the second concept is a bigger concept I want us to understand. Which side is good and which side is bad can be understood by a simple thing, even if you do not have access to somebody from there. It's possible I don't know somebody from Syria. That can happen. Although in Minnesota there are enough, so you should be able to find somebody. Okay? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a very simple example. He says, مَثَلُ كَلِمَةٍ طَيِّبَةٍ كَشَجَرَةٍ طَيِّبَةٍ. The good word is like a good tree. It produces fruit. The bad word is like a bad tree. Okay, so you can know the quality of the tree by the fruit it produces. It's a very simple concept. Do I support this group or that group? Do I give money to this relief agency or that relief agency? Actually, just look at the results. Simple concept. Forget the words coming out of people's mouths. Even bad people say, no, I'm good. Everyone's saying they're good in the Syria problem, right? Everyone says they're good. So how I know which side to support? Akhi, do not support the side that is killing 100,000 people. You know this by its result. I don't know why for some Muslims this is such a difficult concept. It doesn't need to be this difficult. Allah has taught us in the Quran how to deal with this. Let's take a minute and make dua. Allahumma ameen. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين أقم الصلاة. Announce the prayer.